Welcome to Third Party with Jaiga, Nikki and Ro'dey. Welcome.
All right, so today we want to talk about changes.
Changes in relationship is the topic today.
Big umbrella.
How does some people change when they meet this new amazing individual? You just, all the time you used to be eating pork, beef, everything under the sun. All of a sudden, you meet how we name who's clean.
Yeah.
Who is clean.
It's a Rasta man. He don't deal up in the
When he deal with kale and stuff.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, when you're home, gives them
When
say,
war.
you'll be going by the man, the jerk pork man. You going by what you want? You are caught up.
No, I don't eat pork again,
Come on, Bev. You all know I stopped eating that long time now.
Yeah.
Lies.
Yeah.
Lies.
There's that kind of change. There's also the changes when you're in a relationship and you are growing as an individual, but your partner not really going, you're trying to better yourself. You're doing every little online course you see because you have certain goals you want to reach, and your partner just there going, when you're coming back, I can bring back a little tube fries, a piece with fries.
Lawson, that's what you call that. Lawson.
And
the low-key vibes.
And I'm sure relationships go through that, where you kind of changing and evolving, but your partner like a big stone ain't moving from there at all. Changes in relationships.
Yeah. So that's where we are today, guys. Changes. How much changes you are willing to make in a relationship as well. That's very important.
Yeah,
some people, you have to change. At some point when you meet someone new, you have to adjust, and they have to have compromise in a relationship.
Because that's too much change, huh? That's too much change.
And in that compromise, it will be like certain things you just have to change.
Yeah,
you understand? For instance, where the guys are concerned, if you know you're custom having 3 girls, and you meet that perfect 4th one, it's okay to cut 2.
What?
You understand? And boil it back down.
Boil it back down. You badgie? Jaiga's badgie? Boil it back down. Relationships are like badgie.
You want to 3, you meet
Sometimes
the sport.
you have to boil it down.
To boil it down.
That's called managing your standard of living.
That's all. It's managing your standard. You can't maintain all 4, buddy. And this 4th one is amazing.
You dry down, Ro'dey. You dry down.
Well, I boil out. I like water.
Told you boil out.
I boil out. My pot's trying to stick it. That's on the stove there with nothing in it. Oh, good.
All right. You're in a relationship and you're kind of growing, but the other person not growing kind of thing, not changing for the better. And I think there's a point here in the relationship where you realize it. You realize, but wait, this is maybe not the man for me or the woman for me. Because as time you go on, you kind of realize what their values are, what their goals are, etc. And you may not have totally, they could have faked it, huh? Yeah. I want to do this and I want to do those things, and then you get into a relationship and realize
it's all a lie.
Is all, and they just stuck there in this rut, and you can't be in a rut in relationships.
But isn't it your partner's isn't it the duty of your partner to push you as well?
Well, yeah.
Even if you're not
Of
growing
course.
at the same time.
I'm talking about, you're pushing. You ever push a big couch by yourself?
Hard to push a couch, You start to get help.
One of them heavy ones, and then they put.
So you think that's how the concept of horn came in?
What?
Pushing
Moving
a couch?
What do you mean?
You just said you need help.
You need help.
So you think that maybe in
Could
our
be.
forefathers, they was trying to push this woman to motivate her to do the things that to align with his energy. Talking about our great.
Great.
You understand? And in doing so, you realize, I can't do this by myself.
I do this by myself. I need a little help.
So he needed help?
He
I'm just
needed
asking.
help.
I don't know.
I don't know neither. I wasn't there.
I'm just asking.
You need help with the couch?
Yeah, you need help with the couch.
Sometimes people need help to move the couch.
So in doing
Them
so,
furniture plus couch are them heavy.
he seek counsel outside to ask how to go about getting help. And while doing that, end up in a situation where the help was really a physical help is what he needed to empower him to move the couch.
Oh, wow.
So he had this young Smalley from down the trace that he ended up with.
Smalley help him move the big couch.
Yeah, because
from Furniture Plus.
she gave him the motivation needed at the time. Because sometimes all a man need to hear is, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You're doing good.
You're doing good.
You're amazing.
Majority of the times.
That's all a man sometimes needs to hear. You
Majority
don't want no
of the
cream,
times.
you don't want nothing. You just want that nice little validation of,
Jerry,
I love you.
you're amazing.
You're amazing. I love what you do for us.
I love what you
So
do
it,
for us.
it motivates him
I
to
love you.
get up now, get
up.
So maybe he went down the street to have a conversation with a young lady to ask, how do I go about doing this? And in that moment, she said, well, I'm sorry that she
I don't
doesn't
understand
value
where
you.
we're going or we're
She doesn't
talking.
value you for who you are. But I am telling you here today, you're amazing. With that, he just,
That's it.
he just, he gets spicy. So when you reach home, he moving the
Then
couch quick.
you push her until he push that couch straight on
He
you.
push it.
You see all your man is? You know,
No,
long
I
I
just-
asking you to move that
I
couch?
just asking, Nikki.
Right?
I'm not saying this
you
is
know,
right.
long I
or
asking
I'm
you
just
to move the couch?
asking.
No,
I'm
you
just
asked what's
asking.
your name to help you move the couch. Now I can't find you.
I just asking. So, guys, that's the topic today. Changes in relationship. How much change is too much to ask for? You understand? Because some people ask for some unbearable stuff and things that is not practical at all. Especially if you get into a relationship with somebody with kids. Like men might meet a young lady who have children and will start to ask her to do things that you know she can't do. She has responsibilities and you then start a course and so why we can't do this and why we can't do that, not understanding fully,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Can't do that. At the end of the day, have responsibilities. So how much you think is too much
Right.
and how much is too little?
Well, we have to agree that change is inevitable, right?
It is. Of course,
must
you
change
have to
within a
change.
relationship. But there are some changes that are just unreasonable. Like, for example, you meet a girl and she wants you to lock off all your friends.
Yeah,
Because
All.
if she finds there's a bad influence.
All your
Yeah.
friends, you
You
must stop
understand? They
talking.
And
encourage you to
girlfriends too.
drink and lime and
Yeah.
and your girlfriends too.
Yes, like
You
all of a
understand?
sudden you
So-
must never have had one girlfriend.
Yes, and me and Shelly's friend long
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Since primary school, me
I
and
know-
Shelly pine. Me and
I'm
Shelly
telling
mother
you,
good.
boy, and you want me just lock off Shelly?
I mustn't talk to Shelly because why? You don't like how Shelly does look?
And a lot
No.
of it happens, and that's kind of where the bacchanal start. Because mentally you're telling yourself you're not locking off Shelly. You know what I mean? That you're a
Yeah.
girl from long time, but you're telling the woman, yeah, I don't talk to Sheikah. You know, it starts causing little
little
white lies.
Friction.
Yeah, but not yet. Not friction. It is not a problem, no problem, because we in love. You know, it's take no
And
problem.
Shelly-
I'll
Shelly-
lock off Shelly, but you know you're not locking
Shelly
off
only
Shelly.
telling you, I warn you about she off. She
Let me
off.
see, yeah?
She
Something
off.
about
Me not nothing to
she-
tell you, but she off.
Something but she mean like, yeah? Something but that
But the
girl
thing
me
is,
feel it.
The thing is, what she's saying about Shelly is the truth. Shelly does drink a little too much. Shelly a little flirty. It's the truth.
But you're
me
not
and
on Shelly.
Good from a long time. I'm not
Yeah.
on Shelly.
Shelly, you is Shelly dependent. Every time Shelly in a problem and she always in a problem,
Yeah,
she's call
them-
you. Shelly always getting with
Shelly
some
must
man and
call
you gotta
you,
go and
boy.
pick she up. She always falling out with your mother and them and you gotta go and pick she up. Things like that. Every time Shelly have a problem, it's you she just call. And you've been doing it for years, so you're
Yeah.
accustomed.
Yeah,
It's
cus-
15 years now, me and Shelly's friend.
Yeah.
15 boy.
15 years.
Well then go with Shelly.
Shelly.
But I'm
Well,
not
then
me and Shelly not like that.
ultimatum. Well then go with Shelly then.
Oh, me and Shelly not like that.
And with it come to the change, because even though you were there 15 years for Shelly, relationships change. At some point, you can't call the girl man at 3 o'clock in the morning.
But if Shelly have a problem, Nicole, you have to understand friendship is very
No,
important.
but what I'm saying is friendships change when relationships happen too. Naturally,
Correct.
it naturally happens. It naturally happens, Jaig. It's not that you're not there for Shelly and Shelly know you're not there for you, know. But Shelly herself telling herself at some point, oh God, nah, Jaig, I wrap up there, boy.
Yeah, but
how she need.
is that that's a gender thing now, right?
Not gender thing, I just talking.
Because if one of your home girls call you at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's not a problem. Like your home girl, she not jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But you see, my home girl mightn't feel bad
I find-
calling.
I find you
if
bringing in you bringing in insecurities, anything, man.
yeah, if
Well, yeah,
Marvin
that's what
call
I'm
you 3 o'clock
saying.
in the morning,
Insecurities happen, but we're talking
Am I
changes.
to
more.
cater to your insecurities?
Wow.
If Shelly accustomed calling me 3 o'clock in the morning
All
and I must
15
go there
years,
and I do enough for years,
15
must
years
I
I doing
cater
that.
to all your insecurities, boy?
What I'm saying is, besides insecurities, people change, right? So I'm saying that eventually Shelly wouldn't call at 3 in the morning.
because she will understand you
She
in
will
a
understand
situation,
you in a relationship
and she will have
now.
respect for you and your new
And
relationship.
Shelly also supposed to have a little respect for that relationship too.
Right.
You understand?
Right. I
What's,
agree.
If
what's
Shelly's
saying is
really
what
your
Shelly
friend.
calling me at 3 o'clock for is something important. Shelly calling me to hold up is something important.
Well, right,
Pressing.
but it may be relationships change. So Shelly may now have to get somebody else
To call her
Yeah.
to what
To
Shelly.
call at 3
Shelly,
in the
now nobody
morning.
else. 15 years, Shelly
So
calling
Shelly
me.
get flat tire on the highway and she sold it and she come at 3 o'clock in the
Well,
morning
no,
and you tell
no,
her
no,
I can't
no.
go.
I am saying no. I am just saying people change. And Shelly, you mightn't get that call at 3 in the morning from Shelly again.
Okay, cool.
You ain't no good me and Shelly.
I don't gonna say that. She don't know Shelly. Shelly calling me. I just letting you know. And Shelly calling, and Shelly first thing is,
You
she's
see-
sleeping. She's sleeping or she up?
You see that? Who is she? Who the hell is she?
Ronnie, and Shelly as an answer, hello. All I hear is, she's sleeping or she up?
Yeah.
She's sleeping.
No, she's sleeping. Oh,
She next day.
she next day or you? You
It's the
playing
only
game.
thing that starts.
You playing game outside or you inside? Oh good. No,
Really?
outside I playing game. Oh well, boy, my turn no flat and I was leaving by that boy house and I get a flat. What you doing? Come on, get me quick now.
And in that instance, no, you have
Changes.
to know if you have to lie. If you have to lie or if you could tell your partner the truth, girl, Shelly now get a flat tire.
If you could shake your girl foot and go like, hey babe, I just want to do the quick Shelly get up, man. She go,
Yeah.
I cool babe, cool. Come be careful. If it going and go, so it going and go a full get up. You know that girl pass sleep when you shake somebody and
Yeah.
it go from okay baby ta. What you know say there?
Yeah,
What she calling
yeah.
you for? And then she get up now and pawn. She bonnet was falling out. She
What,
looking
she
for she
bonnet?
bonnet.
Yeah,
She put now
yeah, yeah,
she
she
looking
had
for
a bonnet.
the bonnet had to go on because it fall off and sleep. And she getting up now. She putting on light and she want to talk.
Well,
What
you
you mean
see?
you going to
Shelly.
What you telling me, boy?
What time it is?
telling me about boy.
time it
A
is?
real woman, you know a real woman will do a real
No.
woman put on her bonnet and say, babe.
Let we go.
Let we go.
Let we
That
go.
is what woman had to do.
But you see,
Yeah.
it goes back to the beginning. It always start at the beginning. The beginning.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back.
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
In the beginning. If you was real no mind games, you see if you're no mind games kind of fella, and you tell your woman, Shelly and I call it no mind games. But you see if you do mind games and then Shelly calling you at 3, we have problems. That's when all this
Nikki,
calls
come now,
problems
man.
for yourself.
Nikki, come. One mind game you talking
Not
about,
talking
but you could
about
be
that's
as
the
straightforward
difference.
as possible.
No, not every man is be
Some
straightforward
men
as
be
possible.
straightforward,
right?
boy.
We straight like pin, Nikki. Watch we
Some
straight
men
like
be
pin.
straightforward and still be
Jaiga
under
can't even
pressure.
say it with a straight face.
Rudy, turn the camera ready. Rudy, watch me. I straight like pin. I straight like pin. You tell him about I straight like pin. I straight like pin.
You can't even say it with a
Nikki,
straight face.
you have to admit it, a woman. It's how some
Yes.
women just put the men under unnecessary
Yes,
pressure.
and that's why we talk about this, and that has to do with insecurities and immaturity, where you feel that every single woman who talk to your man, he want to sleep with them.
Yeah. And sometimes
Why are you with a
change
man?
and
So if
change
you
and
feel
change.
that every man, every woman that your man look at, he want to sleep with, then you don't need to be with that man because you real insecure.
What kind of man you are?
And but then it might not even be the man. Man mightn't be on nothing, as Ro'dey say this straight.
Correct.
But again, we always talk about when you bring in all your baggage,
Your past traumas.
your past traumas into your relationships. And this is what this show about. We all talk, we laugh, but it's about checking self and healing, because we all have healing to do from past traumas.
Yep.
Right?
And sometimes you change so much until you don't know yourself, and that is when it has become unhealthy.
Yeah.
When you
So
change
that
so
is-
much for somebody and you just
lost.
Everything you do is for
forget
that
who you
person.
is.
You lost.
You are
Yeah.
no friend. Everything you do revolves around that person. Your whole life is now that person. And then when that person pack up the
I
stuff
do
and
that, I
looking
do
to
that
go,
for
you
a
want to
red
do
girl already.
Me too, boy.
You change yourself already, yeah?
I do that. Puna change me,
Yeah,
boy.
boy.
Wow, bro.
Puna change me. That one relationship, I didn't know myself.
Feeling it for you.
All I know is Red Woman and Bus Shoot.
Yeah.
Feeling it for you, bro.
Bus Shoot, Maxi, and Red Woman
But
was
what-
my life.
Wow.
What about me, Ro'dey? Fell in love with a man who didn't like carnival. So every
Oh,
year is
God.
Rab. I stayed with him for 3 years until I realized this is not good for my soul. My sister
Yeah.
came down from the US, and you know that week of carnival, we pump.
To believe you all did yourself that too.
What and every time I have to go out is an argument, and I said, no, this is not for me.
It ain't healthy at all.
That's not healthy. Trying to keep in your culture for somebody. No, but it have women that go through that. Every time they go there, but as you see carnival reach and she choose the costume. Rab. Why every year you feel you have to be on the road parading yourself so boy? And women is honestly go through that, and I'm sure men go through
Parading
it
yourself,
too.
you. Right, churches, I said that parade.
You feel you screen at the banner.
I see some girls. I saw a thread the other day on Twitter with some young ladies talking about mistakes they've made in the past with the same changes in relationship now. Meet fellas and had to go on their Instagram and take off all bikini pics,
Oh wow.
all beach photos.
Yep.
The man said, I find that's inappropriate.
Yeah.
To
Wow.
your profile. So they could only be cladded in like long skirts and so
Yes.
on.
Long skirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find that nonsense.
Well, you have to understand it's that generational thing. Some people.
Well, there's some
not
men who
into
see it
that.
as that the property.
Like mine.
And they're mine,
Oh,
and
yes.
everybody out there mustn't see what is mine. And then they have the flip side. That have men will say, no, show what is mine. Show everything.
So all that is part of the changes in relationship. Like how much change you think you're willing to do? Like how much and how much you're just not going to compromise with?
Let's hear from our peeps now.
Nikki, Ro'dey, Jaiga. It real hard to sit down on our couch after 15 years and it had once it had dinge and stain, the upholstery rip. You know, you can't take it no way. The leg falling off in the back. You know what I mean? It's smelling all kind of thing, you know. Sometimes you just want a new couch. Every 2 years, you need a new couch.
Bro,
Oh, God.
bro, how is that?
He want a new
A coach just
couch.
Lego himself.
Every
Wow, bro.
Ro'dey, I know
Coach
that
just
life.
Lego himself.
Bus Route, Maxi, and Red Woman.
Yeah. I lived that life for 3 years, you know.
That sound like a book. Bus Route, Maxi, Red Woman. Yeah.
That's a novel.
Let's hear from Kevin.
Nikki sounding like she chatting in Shelly on the side, eh? Nikki sound like she putting needles in Shelly. Nikki know for a fact Shelly ain't calling. And if Shelly call, we had to go. What you talking about? Relax yourself, man.
That is all I say.
We going.
We
Whatever
make it.
situation, me and you together, whatever situation, we going. You don't want that this, you don't want me and Shelly to take one another side. You forget that.
That is all. All are we going?
All are we going? That's how I would deal with it. If Jerry had to go and fix one of our friends, I go in with him. Or if I real out, he say, babe,
You
many
can't fix
times.
no tire?
No, I can't fix no tire.
Exactly.
I look like TC, yeah?
I do that change for my wife, and I ain't even know who I am right now.
Daddy, what you
We, what you doing?
Solia, this is not the place for
Wow.
that. I can give you a number. I can advise you who to
You
call.
don't know who he is.
Bro, why you ain't here?
There's the place to get free,
But
bro.
I talk about this all the time. People are not living their real lives. They pretending for their partners. They want to go and talk to and relax.
Wow, bro. I feeling it for him though. That's sad.
You know? If my husband don't feel relaxed, you know, I sorry because I want him to be relaxed in a relationship. You know, you need to be relaxed in a relationship.
Hey, that's sad.
Fakery in the bakery.
So, ladies, would you really want to be with a man who leaves his friend stranded on the side of the road? Like, what kind of man is that? What you should do, instead of making noise, get up and both only go and help him. And after about 2 or 3 times of her realizing that it's a team effort, she gonna stop calling and start calling somebody else to depend on. And when you come back home with the man after helping his friend, give him a little loving, and look, things squared off. Everything good. You're living good. And yeah, I did that give up carnival for ex for like 4 years. Yeah. By the 5th year, it was pressure.
Yeah, boy, because you don't remember it. Because it's died down by Ash Wednesday, you know. He goes for the little Enna Carnival week into Easter. By Easter, he cool. It's not until you go to register again the following year. Remember, but wait. He's still on this. So before you know it, you're in a relationship 2-3 years. I sorry, I don't want to fight for nothing. I know he didn't say that. He talking the truth. Yeah, he talking the truth.
Hey, my boy, stop being in the middle of my voice note, you know. Celestine don't know himself right now, yes, oh gosh. So they are really feeling for you, boy, oh gosh.
15 years, you know.
I feeling it. I really feeling it for him, dude. At the end of the day, a man should not have go through that.
In the wilderness, yes.
It's unfair for a man to deal with.
I know by God of war and playing for these 2 days when I free till 2 a.m. and my wife telling me I have a woman outside. That's why I'm not coming in my bed. What the hell is that? Oh, that's all woman that study.
So I talking about man can play a little game.
He playing a little God of war, boy. Yeah, I don't
And
stress.
you could get hooked on that game, eh?
Yeah. I don't stress my ass. Either way, I always say if you're going and get the bottle, you're going and get it. You know, you can't stand up ever, right?
Change in relationships. I don't mind change if it's growth for myself. You know? A couple years ago, my short pants used to be like ridiculously short. You know, after dating and stuff like that, as I grow older, I'm like, okay, the pants need to come down about an inch. That's just growth. I think growth is okay. Change is okay. If it's personal growth, if it's something that will make you a better person, at the end of the relationship, you can walk away saying, okay, I became a better person. I don't no longer cuss people if they get me vexed. I can walk away. All of that is change, is growth. Some people bring out that in you. So change, when you're in a relationship, that is not bad. The other type of change they're talking about, you can't do this, you can't do that, I ain't down for that. But if the change will bring growth to me, I'm for it.
All right.
I hear you, my sister. That's the kind of growth that
See,
all
the short
of us...
pants used to be real
Real
short.
short.
She put it on a 2 inch
Yeah.
for the man.
An inch.
An inch. Just an inch.
Just an inch.
She sound like she get thick.
Yes.
Wait.
She just bring it on
She sound
an
like
inch.
she
You know.
get thick in the
But
meat.
that inch can hide peg, I telling you, she's still exposed.
Wow.
Yes, red women have some powers. They got powers to make men do stupidness. Might go red. And sometimes I just forget that I don't like certain things. But because she said, oh my God, you already know what it is. Anyways, everyone have a good Friday.
The man say red woman is make you do all kind of off thing. He say he have a red woman and it had things he don't like to do, and sometimes from each time she go, hey, but papi, what she just forget. Alright, let me
No, I don't agree with Nikki 100% as regards to people being fake in a relationship. I believe people are being self-sacrificing to make their partners happy. And that is the reality of it. And this thing is so psychological that even partners don't even know of it. Now, for example, they go have a male and a female in a relationship, and the male will be straight and the female will be on folly. All right, that come and done. Now, when that female finally decides to settle down and be in a relationship and they are married, now when the husband's straight, now you go figure the husband being crooked because of your past experiences. So at the end of the day, it always comes down to maturity. And to be honest, Nikki, no woman in this lifetime that I've encountered would be able to understand or take the truth or let somebody be real with them, because at the end of the day, you're going to be real with them, you'll get cross. You don't be real with them, you'll get cross. So at the end of the day, it all comes to the maturity on both ends.
All right. Cool.
Maturity. I mean, that's something we always talk about, and all of us kind of aim for that, and all of us kind of hope we could get to that level where where maturity could come before anything else in a relationship, and everything else will work itself out. We're talking changes, how people change in relationships, how you change, you need a man, and, certain things you do change, but how much change is too much change?
We think this change would sacrifice and change most between woman and man.
Who would sacrifice between man and woman? I think woman.
You think woman?
Yeah, I think woman.
I think that was a long time thing. I think more men change, deciding to change faster in relationships.
You think what is your?
I think a long time women would have done it, but
I think women
now
still
the
do
new
it.
era. I think in new era, men changing, deciding to change or wanting to have that long-lasting relationship more, so they would make those sacrifices faster now.
Yeah, whatever. Really.
Speaking for my men, I'm telling you.
All right, if you say.
I'm a woman, you see how they say me I'm not changing for nobody. As an independent woman, you understand? I do my thing and I good.
I totally agree with
I
you.
don't need no man. I don't need nobody. I don't need nothing. I could provide for myself.
Yeah, man nothing. Change nothing.
that rampant right now, Nikki.
But men normally are the ones who step up and change, Nikki, in all honesty. Let's be fair.
Me understand what
being
Nikki's
fair
saying.
this morning, men for eons has changed themselves for women. Men have gone
From
days,
8 women to
nights.
4.
Men does do it silently too.
Yeah.
What?
Women always like to speak on all the changes. They always
Speak on
have
all
to
the
let
things they
you
do.
know.
What should
and
I do for
throw it in
you?
your face
What I do
that-
for-
Yeah.
But men,
yeah.
for many, many moons, for eons, have done so much things in silence. You know how much trauma we have dealt with in silence? Having to deal with the mistreatment
How long?
from a woman.
How long I paying your car note for you, boy? Look how long.
No, you get you and you're doing better. You can't do nothing for me.
I carry child for you. I have stretch marks for you. You
Wow.
understand? My whole body
Wow.
change for
Just
you.
for you.
I do all them things for you, and I owe you do it, boy. Yeah.
Let me hear Lilia.
Morning, listen.
I'll lick down the toe.
If you have to, no, I don't believe that people has changed, right? That is the first thing. I think that people become more of who they are. You just need somebody to maybe sometimes help you bring it out of yourself or channel it or help you find a direction. So if you find yourself naturally changing while you're with somebody and it's a positive change, wonderful, go for it as a healthy relationship. But I have this particular friend that even if you never meet the man that she with at the time, you're going to know who he is because she becomes him. Had a time she was starting to grow ass, had a time she was vegetarian, had a time she looking down on people that have less than, even though she might be struggling. And I'm like, what is this? And that's when I know, okay, this is not healthy. And I would watch him now because he making her make changes that not healthy at all.
Yeah.
But other than that, if it's something progressive and positive, go for it, man.
Go for it. We like positive change. And you will change once you get into a relationship with somebody, as Ro'dey said, you will have changes, you will change.
But it
I
feels
mean,
good.
the dynamics have changed from single into now a relationship.
Right, and it also feels good if you change somebody who aligns with your energy.
Exactly.
You will be a better person. So the people on the outside, like your friends, family members, they will welcome it. But it has some change that we don't welcome.
Good day to the whole panel. So one key, right, and Khaled would call it a major key, is jamming. A woman could manipulate you if you haven't jammed yet. And then if you get a jam and the jam nice and sweet, then guess what? Your life is messed up because she will hold and control you with the jam. And eventually you'll just fall in line with everything. But as Jaiga always said, the promise of it is greater than the thing itself. So you using that as basically a credit to basically, you know, basically she could change you and mold you if it's a smart woman. There's some smart women out there that know the business. They know the thing, know how to manipulate you. But trust me, just keep that. That's a major key. Jamming. Ojo.
Major key.
Major key, man.
That's why I tell a little jam on the inside. When you jam on the inside, you
nobody know
understand?
your business.
Exactly. But we don't want to go outside and jam. You go face some problem. That's why I said jam on the inside. No, but on a real though, that has been the move for many, many years. My grandmother is the one who teach me that, you know. The promise of it is greater than it itself. I have seen men.
Will that come from caveman days, eh?
I have seen champions of champions.
Oh, wow.
Heavyweight champions of the world. Falter.
And fall
Faint, you
down.
know. Here I telling her because in their mind, this individual, this human being, sell them a dream and a story of, listen, honey, this year is yours. You are the conqueror of this land.
Wow.
You are the person who discovered this land.
This land is
Nikki, Jaiga, Ro'dey.
This land is your land.
You discovered it.
I think in a relationship, we both need to do changes. Once you get into a relationship with someone, you need to change, maybe he needs to change. So we both need to do changes to make things work. It's an equal thing. It's a 50-50 thing, not a 90 or 10, but it's a 50-50. And I really think that if two people can put in the changes.
That's why man just be on Craigslist, on eBay, on Courts You Cannot Courts, Standards. We're looking for a better coach. You understand? A coach that just fall out into bed and all kind of thing. It's real hard to keep that same coach. You know what I mean? And sometimes we put it by the door to give it away and nobody ever want to take it.
Guys,
you go be looking for coach until it's saying on the ground, eh?
Guys, just remember, Devant and me is no friend at all. I really believe that a lot of you all out there think that some of these callers and me are personal.
My husband was a fake in the beginning. Now he's showing his true self.
Damn.
Shaking my head.
Wait, what does that even mean? wait.
He was fake in the beginning.
It's so
She now seen the real he.
What I mean?
She wanted to kill him.
Wow.
After how many years, boy? After how many
But
years?
what I mean though, I don't understand. I don't know how to take that. He was fake in the beginning and now she seen the real man shaking.
True
his head.
self.
Is he the true self? Is he a
Queen,
better
queen.
person? She can't just tell us that and go.
SMH is shaking my head. How much thing you want to do?
The reason I say that I don't know who I am is because, let's say on a Friday, you go drink a beer or two. Now, I don't do that because if she see that, it's an argument. Everything, I just try and not to hear that. Jaiga, you could send me the number one.
Guys, it's not funny.
Fella, you know much
It's not
fellas
funny.
live in that though?
Yeah, I need to address him. It's not funny at all because I
You know,
know
any fellas want to go out on a Friday.
Damn, bro.
Of course, we're talking pre-COVID, right? Who like to go out and take a little drink on the Fridays with the fellas, but can't do it because their wife face could be set up like a mappa if you go.
And that's the thing, yeah. That's the thing, yeah. Women demand changes, right? Men.
Thanks for
men
sharing,
does
my brother.
Men does allow you to grow. Men does allow a woman to grow and become into herself or
the
become
better
herself.
self, better
like,
self, better
yeah.
self, better self.
But woman does demand a man to change. If you don't want to change, that's a porn.
And not only the man, you have to change in their timing as well. Everything is always in the time. Like, listen, you see, in the next 2 years, I want to do this, and you have to do it now.
Yeah, you better be ready.
When you mentally trying to
I will leave you behind.
stand, just trying to get it together, and you like, oh, well, you see, you not working, and they're going.
So we kind of go back to the deeper issue, which is many of our young people and so are growing up without the father-mother figure, right? Plenty single parents out there. Many of them, both male and female, see their mothers being independent women and handling their stories, right? So as young women, it's kind of falling on young women to say, well, yeah, I could do it too. There's my independence, etc., etc. I don't need no man. So it's a bigger problem. I shouldn't say a bigger problem. It's not a problem. It's a bigger issue.
It's a cultural problem.
It's a bigger issue than just I could do it for myself. You know, many men are missing in families and relationships. So many children are growing up seeing single parents and not seeing, that partnership and seeing that love in the home, etc. So all they're seeing is, look, this is my plan. You're part of my plan, you're either part of it or you're not part of it. But not realizing that if you're getting into a relationship with somebody that is a growth, as somebody said just now, we have to align each other. And we have to have the patience to also understand that we come into a relationship with all these traumas and insecurities and trust issues and all these kind of issues. Sometimes we go into relationships when we should be fixing ourselves plenty times.
Lots of times.
Because we have all those issues, and you know
Lots
what?
of
We
times.
pack every single thing up in a tight suitcase and we bring it into this relationship, not really dealing with ourselves. And then you're wondering why the relationship's not working.
Pain and sorrow.
Yeah?
Pain and sorrow.
Agreements.
It's because all the soil hard. That is why we can't wait. It's not that we want to allow all it to change. All it take too long. We just be like, okay, next year we want to do this, we want to do that. So we start to put things in place. No, all the soil hard.
Wow.
All you had.
She's a timekeeper.
Wow.
No, but I guess
You
she
meet
has.
me so?
She
You meet
has
me
a
so?
point, when you're a woman, right, Rudy, and you say, I meet you so, right? But all you have goals. You tell yourself, okay, let's get into a relationship. We have goals. But then you realize, but wait, partner, what were the goals we had, my brother? You know, a woman think differently. Woman is okay. We said we talking about having a down payment for a house in 2 years. Bam. What we doing to get there? That's how women think.
So nobody appreciates.
Yeah, and you're still on contract. How this working out?
Wow. So
You're
nobody
still on contract.
So nobody appreciates the fact that, okay, maybe, honey, you were fortunate in life to have a Ferrari and I just have a Tida. Meaning,
Damn.
the speed you're moving at, but we going on the same road, we're on the same road. You just driving a faster car than me. Can't you just maybe ease off the gas a little bit?
Ease off the gas.
Don't mash all that gas. Just ease off the gas a little bit.
Gas price is high.
You understand? Let me drive on the main road. You just want to go highway, right through. Oh, God, let me just cruise on the main road.
And again, this may not be the person for you.
Wow. Boy, this life hard, I telling you. This life out here hard.
That
boy.
one who mashing gas may not be the woman for you.
This life out here
You need
hard,
somebody
boy.
a little easier going, my brother.
So accurate, Nikki. That's true. The boys don't have a man to show them how to be a man. The young ladies grow up to be more independent and not needing a man. And neither of them get to see how, adults interact with each other, how to build a home, how to build a relationship and a life together. And where compromise is needed, who should be the head of the house, they don't have any of that. So when they get older, these things manifest and they never figure out how it is to be in a relationship.
He have a nice voice, ladies.
Yeah.
See that voice, Ro'dey?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, me know what you do.
Lady people, man, like, oh God.
I just saying for the ladies out there, you have a real nice voice. That's all I'm saying, boy, Ro'dey.
What about the people who just make changes and you don't know?
What do you mean?
Like that girl from Piaco who have videos circulating right now.
Uh-huh.
She's a whole man.
Oh, that video.
It's too late in the show for that one.
What about the secretive changes?
Bro. It's too late in the show one.
It's too late.
Right?
We need time.
That is a whole different topic.
We need time. It's 9 o'clock
And that
already.
is a whole different topic.
It's 9 o'clock.
Satisfaction, well, I did change in 2009, I was.
That is a little...
It's too late in the show,
I was a
buddy.
man, but I'm no longer a man. I did change.
So, we don't have time for all of that right
That's
now.
too much,
Roger
bro.
World.
That's too much.
Thank you,
That's a
Ro'dey.
little too much, bro.
But I changes. I know what I changes.
We might have to do a part 2 to this because we certainly don't have time today.
We don't have that totally different change, bro.
Well, technically, it is change. He is right. If you want a girl with a smaller foot because you find it too big. Huh?
What?
That's a...
What? Dan,
Look,
that's it.
all in your right, bro.
That's it.
If she went size 11, bro.
Bro, that's it. We are done.
He like her, but she have a big foot.
We are done. I don't know. I don't want to say this.
Let's check that boy.
You got to be careful. We have to be appropriate in these times because people there's much conversation.
That the girl from Piaco.
There is cut things, right? I am just saying I am very uncomfortable dating a young lady who could borrow my sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Something about that just doesn't sit right with me.
Wow.
That I come in and when you come by my door, my mother come to check me. The 2 slippers by the door is the same size. And she asking, Shop, Ricky, are you brushing it? I don't know. Sorry, guys. There's something about that.
We prefer a woman with a big foot or a woman who wins shuttle?
A woman. Oh, cool. That hard, boy. Better than Hannah girl.
What that girl who
choose one more.
What that girl who talk red plenty and she foot big.
No, well, for sure, that ain't happening. For sure, that ain't happening.
All right. When I talk about fakery, I talk about we used to watch TV, have great convos, cooking on a Sunday, enjoying music with me, and only to find out it was just an act.
Oh, wow. But that's so nice, though. Them things enjoyable.
Yeah, but he was acting.
Cooking
Behind every
everything on
successful
Sunday,
man is a
amazing.
woman. Blessings, Debbie from UK.
Real.
Amazing, boy. Cooking and thing is amazing. How you
Yes,
can
man
feel that?
would make a change before women. Most women are set in their ways. They ain't from Brooklyn.
All right, Dinos.
It's called the Pinky Ultimatum.
What?
When they say
Pinky finger we talking about
here.
here.
I disagree with you, Ro'dey. I think a lot of women would have been that backbone for men. Helped, push, motivated, cheerlead, porn star, everything for him. And then as soon as we reach a place where it's supposed to be more growth and more about us, and he started to make a little more cream, he started feeling himself, and he just up and such. A lot of women go through that. So now it's more like, you know what? It's either he comes put together or I don't have time for that because I'm not working build a workshop.
I think no matter the person's status, financial status, mental status, physical status, whatever is your vision in terms of having a partner, I think once you love that person, you would make the necessary adjustments for the relationship to work.
All right. That's it, guys. That's all we have to do. We've actually finished on a note that Ro'dey said, woohoo! Ro'dey, we love you. We miss you. And
I love all it too, right?
check us out a little later to see it in case you missed it.
Yeah,
right?
you know the check all the social media platforms.
This is the third party, Jaiga, Nikki, Ro'dey.